Hello, welcome to this weather update. It is about 9:30 on the last day of September, September 30th, 2018. And we're going to look at the weather. And as you know, yesterday I sweated my ass off in Toms River. However, today you'll see the video later. I have to put it together, but I was out in Hampton Bays and I think it's Hampton Bays, Sears Bellows Park, and it was beautiful. It was dry, the humidity was low, and it was cool, and I didn't get sweaty at all. So here are the two different worlds here that we're dealing with here. So tonight, dew points in the Suffolk County are still in the mid 50s, so very comfortable. But look what happens when you head over to Toms River. The dew points go up, and they go up to around 60 degrees as you head over toward Toms River. So we're going to actually turn the clock back a little bit to see what it was at 2 o'clock here on the Ventus sky. And we'll look at observations, too, because the difference during the day was even more dramatic. So 2 o'clock, so we're going to make, 2 o'clock, we'll make it like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, dew points were in the upper 40s to around 50 across Long Island. And then as we look at Toms River, the dew point 58. So it's much more humid. You could see the shading. That's why I'm using this graphic to show you it's so much more humid in Toms River than it is on Long Island. For whatever reason, it is, and I think it has to do with the fact there's warmer water over here. This doesn't give us sea surface temperatures, this particular site. But anyway, let's look at some of the observations from the National Weather Service to show you what I'm talking about. So I'll start off with Farmingdale, and 63, dew point is 56. That's not what I meant to click. The 3-day history. So you could see, yeah, dew points were in the 40s here. I'll make this a little larger here. So you can see here, dew points were in the upper 40s and low 50s most of the day, and they're starting to go up a little bit now. As we go into this evening, the humidity is going to increase until tomorrow. We'll talk about that when we get to the forecast portion of this. Let's look at another observation site. Let's look at West Hampton, further out east on Long Island. So it's 54, dew point 50, and you can see again dew points in the upper 40s. So again, it actually didn't even hit 70. It was really nice and cool. It was, look at the dew points, mid 40s even in the middle of the day. So it's very great, very comfortable air. That's what I need. And I didn't get it sweaty at all. So that was really nice. But now you see we're going to look at Toms River, and it's going to be a different world there. When we look at Toms River, you'll see it was more humid there today. So yeah, not as humid as yesterday, but it was more humid there. And actually clouded up, too. Mostly cloudy, partly cloudy, because for some reason there were more clouds over there. We'll have to look at the high-resolution satellite when it comes to that. But you can see here that the dew points were significantly higher. So while Long Island was enjoying dew points in the 40s, Toms River had dew points in the upper 50s again. So again, it was more humid there. It's more humid there. And that's the point I'm trying to make here by showing you this. So I guess maybe not go to Toms River so much in the warm season. I guess it's too humid. It's too humid in Toms River. All right, so let's go. We'll look at the satellite image here. So we're going to look at the satellite image. Take a look at the satellite image today, and you can see it was clear over most of the island. Some clouds started rolling in later in the afternoon into this evening. We have some cirrus now starting to stream in. All right, we're going to go look at the MODIS high-resolution satellite as well. All right, we'll do this up. All right, so let's see what was going on over our area today. So you can see, wow, you look at that. See, Long Island was nice and clear today. Long Island was in the clear, more or less, just a few small scattered clouds. Let me see if this one shows us a little. Yeah, this one's actually a little clearer, this image. So Long Island was mostly clear in the just a few scattered clouds, like right over here. But look at what happened over in Toms River. It clouded up. It clouded up quite a bit. A lot of clouds over New Jersey, and again, that's because the higher humidity, the humid air was probably going over the land and then creating these clouds. So it's very interesting. And then you see the thing here with Tom's River, I think, is you need a strong northwest wind. If you don't have a strong northwest wind in Tom's River, it's not going to be enough to get rid of the humidity, and that's what's going on. At least that's what I think. It also has to do with the water temperatures. Let's look at some of these water temperatures here. I want to point those out to you too. Let's go to the marine site here, and you'll see what I mean here. So we will go and we will look at, let's do the summary. As soon as it loads. Alright, so, yeah, take a look at this. So, off Long Island, water temperatures are in the mid and upper 60s. But off New Jersey, the water temperatures are still in the low 70s. So that could be part of it. Because it's further south, and I guess that difference is just enough to cause the water temperatures to go up. But anyway, let's get to the computer models. Let's take a look at C, because I hope you got a chance to enjoy the nice weather that we had this weekend. Because it's gonna be, we're back into kind of a crappy pattern for this week. So that high moves offshore, and we've got the high passing to the north again. That deal, and we're gonna be stuck in the stall front syndrome. And you can see here that we have that ridge starting to try to build back in from the Atlantic. And it's going to bring us some warmer and more humid weather as we go into the week here. And you can see we got a ridge over the country here, and this is going to keep us warm in that southwest flow. So it's going to be a little on the uncomfortable side. And then we have this high trying to build down, but look at that. We got the same old crap again they were dealing with. The high is going to go to the north, and we're going to be playing with a stall front probably next weekend. You can see there's a tropical system that we may have to watch. So I'm not sure what tropical system that is. It looks like it's going to slowly move it over Florida. So again, we're stuck in this Atlantic ridge pattern that's starting to build back again. We'll have to keep eye on it. Obviously, this is the long range. But we're going to be back into a crappy pattern again. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed that. And the humidity will also come back for all of us. So let's take a look at the dew points as we go into the period. So here we go, looking across the country. So hope you enjoyed those low dew points, because they're going to be going away. Dew points start going up into the mid-60s tomorrow, and Tuesday more mid-60s dew points, and dew points pretty much stay on the humid side right through the weekend. Thursday could actually be quite uncomfortable with dew points reaching close to 70 again. We're almost in October already. All right, and then we get a little bit of a break on Friday, but you can see where that stall front is going to lie. So it won't clear out, and then get into Sunday. We're back into that humidity again. Here we are in mid-October, and going into October here, early October, and we're still dealing with humidity with dew points into the mid-60s. All right, it's ridiculous. So let's see what the temperatures have for us. So let's take a look at that, because we're going to be above normal when it comes to the temperatures too. So going into tomorrow, you see we're going to be dealing with temperatures near 80 over our area. It looks like, or no, 70s probably over the island. We'll have to zoom in a little more to take a closer look and see that. But you can see that, again, we've got this heat that's going to be over the east again. All right, and here we go again with it. It gets knocked down Friday and Saturday, and then it comes back on Sunday and Monday too. So we're still above normal. We're still dealing with the ridge. It's coming back, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, because we're going to be dealing with more misery from this heat that we're going to be going through. All right, so now we're going to look at a different view here. Move this over here. We're going to look at a different view of the GFS. Why is it doing that? All right. Sites, I don't know. If you click the wrong way, it'll do that. But anyway, yeah, because I kind of messed it up now. All right, so here we go. We still have this tropical system here, so we're gonna have to look at the Hurricane Center and see what this tropical system is all about here, because it. Let me do that right now, actually. Let's see what that tropical system is, because I'm curious now. It's showing up. Yeah, it's still Leslie. So Leslie, if you haven't been familiar with Leslie, Leslie is that subtropical system that's been meandering around. This thing has been meandering around, and so they actually have it 2 p.m. Wednesday. Tropical storm Leslie. All right, so it's okay. Yeah, it's actually gonna have it go up to a hurricane. So yeah, so tropical storm Leslie right now is maximum sustained winds at 50 miles an hour. But here it is here on the GFS. So if we actually go back in time, you see that it was over here, and then it's moved back. It's very strange. This thing has been floating around the Atlantic for a while. It was a subtropical system. It almost looked extratropical, and then it kind of moved back. Actually, if we can go and look at the MODIS satellite again, let's do that, because we have to look at that. The tropics are still, we still have stuff going on there. So here you go. Here is Leslie. All right, so you can clearly see this is Leslie. All right, so let's take the clock back a little bit here, and we're gonna see. So September 30th, September 29th. You'll see it was actually there. It is on September 27th and September 26th. So it's very weird. It formed over here, which is a very unusual spot for it looks like more of an extratropical system, and it's now becoming a tropical system. So it's very, very strange what's going on. All right, so let's get back to the model here. All right, because I had to talk about that. I've never seen that before. So you see, here's Leslie, and you can see it's moving. It's almost barely moving, but it's starting to move southwestward, which is very strange. But this is because that ridge in the Atlantic is so strong that it's pushing things in directions things aren't supposed to go in. So as we go into, you'll see what happens with Leslie here, and it's going to strengthen, and then it's going to move back. It's going to wobble back and forth. Here it goes. Now it's Friday. All right. Now it's going up toward up in the northern Atlantic, and then it moves around again, and it moves southeast now. All right. And this thing is going to be just all right. That's the other thing we have to find. So it's moving in the wrong direction almost, and then it looks like it's going to have it move back again. So it's very strange. It just has it meandering around for days and days and days. This thing may set a record for the longest lived named tropical system. So here is the next tropical system. So this thing, it has something forming over. It looks like around Cuba. Well, not so much Cuba. Dominican Republic. And then it forms it, and then it moves it. The ridge is there. You see the ridge, and then it moves. It actually forces this into Florida. So we'll have to keep our eye on the tropics. Some strange things going on that I had to share with you there. Well, let's get to a little closer to home here. Let's look at our weather. So let's go back, and we're going to look at the chances for rain that we're going to be dealing with this week. And let's look at the cloud fraction, because there are going to be a lot of clouds around. I hope you enjoyed the sunshine. There'll be some sunshine tomorrow, but there'll be a lot of clouds, probably mostly high clouds. And Tuesday it's overcast, and then Wednesday we're going to probably have a lot of high clouds around. Thursday, same deal, lots of clouds. Friday, clouds. I mean, there'll be a mix of sun and clouds, but it won't be clear. Saturday, clouds. Sunday, maybe less clouds. Monday, I'm not going to go any further than that. All right, so you get the picture. So let's look at the temperatures here, and we're going to look again at the temperatures that we're going to be having to deal with as we go ahead into this week. So temperatures are going to start getting warm. You see there's some 80-degree readings, and it could very well be 80 in Jersey. Long Island, they'll probably be in the 70s. As we go into Tuesday, similar deal, 70s on Long Island, but Jersey could be 80 or above. And Wednesday, It warms up a little bit now. You start seeing some more mid-80s creeping up toward New York City, and maybe even a couple 80-degree readings on Long Island as we get into Wednesday. And then Thursday is going to be the hot day. Could be well into the mid-80s in Jersey, all right? And maybe around 80 on Long Island. Luckily, we get the break, but you see the heat here that's trying to build in, and then that front comes through, but it's going to stall to the south on Friday and the weekend, all right? So, and we look closer at the dew points. We'll look closer at the dew points again, and you'll see those dew points come up. So, we go into tomorrow. You see the dew points start going up. Here we go. Here's the humidity starting to return. Not too much. We'll have low 60s dew points, probably mid 60s in Jersey. But we're going to start to feel it even more into Tuesday, when the dew points start getting into the mid and upper 60s to close to 70 perhaps in New Jersey. And Wednesday, we're going to be dealing with I mean, it's not going to be extreme humidity like we were dealing with, but it's still going to be humid enough that you're going to sweat when you walk around. And then Thursday is going to be the brutal day. Temperature, the dew points could be up near 70 in certain areas. Hopefully not here. So, and then the dew points drop again. But still, we're still dealing with humidity. And look at all that humidity, still trying to stream up from the south, which is where this shouldn't be happening. It just shouldn't be happening. Let's look at the NAM model, which I prefer to use for precip chances the next couple of days, and then I'll wrap up this weather update. Let's take a look at that. So, all right, that's the 0Z run. We're looking at all 18Z runs right now. All right. So, probably won't rain tomorrow, but what's going to happen is Tuesday, we're going to have this front move into the area, and that could trigger some rain. Though the NAM does not seem to be generating a whole lot of it. Some other models are generating more rain than the NAM, such as the GFS. I believe the GFS is generating more rain than the NAM. But let's see. Yeah, it's generating a little more rain. Could look at some other models like the RGEM. Yes, the RGEM. Yeah, the RGEM has significantly heavier rain, but generally it's going to be Tuesday night that this rain is going to develop and move in. So it could be some heavy rain with that. But yeah, just the unusual weather continues here. And the way I feel about it, I think, with all that's going on this planet right now, I have to say, I do think man is playing a role in changing the climate, but I think what's going on this year, there's got to be more than just that. I think it has something to do with the solar minimum. Now, the solar minimum is basically what the solar minimum is the sun it has very few sunspots, and they say, well, a lot of people say, oh, the radiation is reduced when there aren't many sunspots, but I think it's the other way around. I think it's the electromagnetic radiation that is reduced, but I think when you have less sunspots on the sun, sunspots are darker, cooler areas compared to the rest of the sun, you're going to be actually putting out more heat, more light and more heat, so the sun is stronger. And so I think that has something to do with it. That's why the UV radiation's gone up across this planet. So that could be making it warmer and changing the patterns too. I think there is a little more going on. I really do, than just man-made climate change. I think we do play a role, but I think this year has been extremely unusual, and I think it has a lot to do with the sun too. I really do, because I was reading up on it. But anyway, I'm not excusing the people who drive gas guzzlers by any means, but I'm saying I think there's a few more factors affecting the weather than just that. Let's forget about. How could I forget about this? We got these. We got Rosa. That's a tropical storm. Sergio. So just a lot of tropical activity this year. The Pacific, literally, they're up to they may actually run out of letters. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to conclude this weather update. So hope you enjoyed this weekend, because a lot of clouds and humidity is back in the picture once again with more stall front syndrome and the Atlantic Ridge from hell once again building back. So thank you for watching.